would say overall, I feel like we can do a little better. Okay, and now we're back.
Yep, that's my bad.
And now we're back with the real draft. Casey, you mind telling us about what happened real quick?
Yeah, wrong screenshot.
Okay.
100% put it up there. I remember a lot of trades in the beginning. I was like, this is the one I want. And then it turns out somebody else was also trading all the picks. So we got more trades.
It's all good. Can we go ahead and hit the off the rails button on yourself real quick, and then we'll move on?
Certainly, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So that was me buying time because that wasn't Meta World Crazy's mock draft. This is Meta World Crazy's mock draft, and guess what? This one's even worse.
And that was well done.
Thank you very much. I tried to buy some time. I had zero research done for that one. Now, we're into the real mock draft. And once again, it's trades upon trades upon trades upon trades. The Lions trade, whatever. You see the trades yourselves. Lions trade the top overall, or they trade for the top overall pick, and the Jaguars get pick number 34. And if that wasn't good enough, then all of a sudden the Carolina Panthers thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and move up to pick number 2, give up pick number 6, and the Jaguars get, I don't know, a second-round pick in 2023 and a second-round pick in 2024. Like, this isn't franchise mode, mock your draft, shock your mock, whatever. This is just give me a mock draft that I can break down this year. I don't want to go in the future, okay? I'm not Marty McFly. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But let's get into it. Pick number 6, Javon Walker. I broke it down, okay? There's a lot of hype around him. I get he's got long arms. He's got a freakish 40-yard dash. Pick number 6 makes a little more sense than I think than pick number 1. I would much rather take Thibodeau, but if Thibodeau's gone, you need an edge rusher, then so be it, Javon Walker. I'm not that bad at it. I'm not that mad at it. Pick number 33, round 2 now. Leo Chanel. Casey, go and hit just hit any kind of button because he's a Wisconsin Badger. Give it to me.
Yay!
What the heck was that?
That's Brent.
That's Brent?
Yeah, give it to you again.
Hit it one more time.
Yay!
Can I have some context, please?
Yeah, he tried to cut a commercial. Actually, your favorite one that we're running right now.
Oh yeah,
and he messed
shades.
He messed up 4 straight times.
Okay.
And so that was him when he finally got it right.
Okay. Whoa, one take Martino became 4 take Martino.
Yeah, it was pretty
interesting.
bad.
Okay. Good to know. Good to have some ammunition, if you will. Leo Chanel, a guy we haven't heard a lot about in Shock Your Mock so far, but you're going to hear about him right now because I'm a big fan, okay? This guy reigns from Gradsburg, Wisconsin. Now, you heard Gradsburg, Wisconsin?
Nope.
Population 1,341, okay? So go ahead and hit the alert button because he's a small school guy coming out of high school. Blue collar, yeah. Blue collar kind of guy, all right? He had his last year in Wisconsin, 8 sacks, 18.5 tackles for loss, 115 tackles total, 6'3", 250, and guess what he jumped? 40 inches, okay? If there's going to be a white man can't jump part 2, go and get Leo Chanel on that because the guy's jumping a 40-something inch vertical and ran a 4.5. In terms of what he brings to the table on the field, this is a guy who is your prototypical middle linebacker, right?
Wow.
Big, strong. Gave Taylor Lindenbaum, by the way, watch the game against Iowa, gave Taylor Lindenbaum, this guy who we're talking about, the center from Iowa, gave him fits, Casey. Okay? In terms of the run game, there may be no better linebacker in terms of just playing with an intensity and playing downhill. And the thing about Wisconsin linebackers, whether it's outside linebackers or inside linebackers, in that Jim Leonhard defense, it's an NFL-style defense, right? Because they run 3-4 hybrid, they run 4-3, they run 4-2-5, they run everything. So you got to like the fact that Leo Chanel is going to come in, probably not going to be the game caller, not going to be the play caller by any means. You know, that's going to be reserved for somebody else. But he's going to come in right away, I think, and be an impact. So I'm not mad at this pick at pick number 33. It might be a little high. I feel like you didn't have to trade to get that. You could have got him a little late down in the draft, but it is what it is. You got an impact player. You got a linebacker. I'm not mad at it. Now we got pick number 34 because we love doing trades on this show. We got Kenyon Green. Kenyon Green, don't get it twisted in terms of his productivity and what scouts say about him. A&M had a lot of injuries this year. He played offensive tackle a little bit. He is not an offensive tackle, and he'll be the first one to tell you that. I think Jimbo Fisher would be the first one to tell you that. This guy is strictly a guard, and when he plays guard, good things happen. When he plays tackle, turnstile. But when he plays guard, good things happen. This is a guy who the NFL comparison, according to Zerline, is Richie Incognito. Now, hopefully it's just the playing abilities and not like, the off the field kind of issues. But 6'4", 323 pounds, ran a 5.24. Who really cares about a 40 time when you're talking about offensive linemen? Guy plays with grit, determination, all those verbiages that, scouts love to use in terms of their scout breakdowns. But you probably got a starter here. Or at least you got a guy that's going to compete for a starting spot, depending on what this offensive line is going to look like with Barch. If Juwan Taylor loses out, you move him to guard. But you have a guy that's going to be in the rotation fighting for playing time right away. Not mad at that pick. Once again, a little high for my liking, I think, in round 2 at pick number 34. But due to all these trades, you do what you got to do. But I'm going to be honest, I want to see wide receiver, right? Trevor Lawrence is getting itchy a little bit. Trevor Lawrence needs a weapon. Leo Chanel can't catch passes, and Kenyon Green surely can't catch passes. Let's go to pick number 65. And now we're going to Justin Ross. Go and hit the Trent Baalke blue light special because Justin Ross coming off of spine surgery. This could be a Trevor Lawrence pick. This could be a Trent Baalke pick. There's a lot to like about Justin Ross, but if you draft him here, you're drafting him on what you think he's going to be and not what you know. His first 2 years at Clemson, dude tore the doors off, right? Was probably going to be the next great Clemson receiver out of that university. All of a sudden, has some spine issues and has to have surgery. Sits out an entire year and then comes back this past season and, to be fair, wasn't himself. Now, played in an offense that didn't have Trevor Lawrence, played in an offense that was discombobulated at times and wasn't the traditional Clemson offense that we're used to seeing. So some of that has to be brought up in the light as well. But you talk about a guy who, in my opinion, is a giant question mark right now of what can he do at the next level. Is he completely healed? Are we going to get the Justin Ross from a couple years ago? Or is having spinal surgery going to set you back a little bit? I'm not a doctor. I don't know. All I know is that pick 65, the guy that you're bringing in here to be the future of your wide receiving core, that's supposed to be the Trevor Lawrence's, go-to guy. I know Trevor Lawrence knows him, but what do we know about Justin Ross and his back? I'm not sure. This pick makes me nervous. Casey, your thoughts real quick. Yeah? That's all you got? Okay, cool. Let's move on. Pick number 70, round 3. When we say round 3, we better start getting some playmakers, better start getting some contributors, and you decide to go with Donovan West out of Arizona State, who is probably the most undersized center in the entire NFL draft, 6'3", 296, and that was at the Combine when I'm sure he ate, maybe 5-6 buckets of shrimp cocktail in Indianapolis, and he weighed in at 296. He's undersized right now, and that's right up on him. Everything you read about Donovan West, undersized. Great footwork, okay. Has a good anchor. Yeah, okay, fine. But you can't weigh 296 pounds coming out of college and in the pros, start day one, and expect to do something. You simply cannot do that. So you have to get him on that Ben Barch smoothie plan or whatever Ben Barch was doing, but he's a little undersized. And when we talk about a guy in pick number 70 trying to replace Brandon Linder, I feel like you can go in other directions, and I feel like there's other needs right now, possibly like interior defensive line, but let's keep on going. Maybe Meta real crazy or something, I don't know. Pick number 106, Isaiah Likely. Kind of the dark horse, I feel like, in terms of the tight end class. Comes out of Coastal Carolina. Now, keep in mind, Isaiah Likely, I saw his pictures, did not have a mullet in the team picture. I would say 80% of Coastal Carolina players, for whatever reason, because they thought it was cool, had mullets in their pictures. Isaiah Likely did not. You got to question, is he a team guy? Is he going to fit in the Doug Peterson locker room? Nevertheless, we talk about Isaiah Likely. He's a guy who's 6'4", 245 pounds, ran a 4.57. Everything that you read about Isaiah Likely, it's all the same. Not the strongest guy, but he's athletic and can catch the ball. And that's what the Jacksonville Jaguars need. We don't need any more Luke Farrells. We don't need any more Chris Manhertzes. We have a couple of those guys now, right, that are good run blockers. You got Evan Ingram. You got Dan Arnold. Let's add one more to Isaiah Likely. I'm not mad at this pick at round 4. Round 4, you can start taking gambles a little bit. Not going to be a starter, obviously, day 1. Maybe he develops into that. Round 4, okay, sounds great. Cordell Flott, pick 157. Name kind of sounds made up. He's a real guy. I looked him up. Casey, and people listening at home, I want you to close your eyes real quick. I want you to close your eyes and imagine Derrick Henry on a November afternoon in Tennessee we'll say it's 40 degrees outside because it's Tennessee and sometimes it sucks there. And you're closing your eyes, and Derrick Henry running to the sideline, and there's a guy by the name of Cordell Flott, right? And I want you to close your eyes and imagine this. Unless you're driving, then just don't close your eyes. And I want you to imagine a guy that weighs 175 pounds and is 6 feet tall is going one-on-one with Derrick Henry on the edge. And I want you to imagine that 170-pounder has to lower his head and try to stop Derrick Henry from making the Jacksonville Jaguars a highlight and, another little stamp on the NFL Top 100 with Derrick Henry. Now open your eyes. What does that look like?
I see the cart being driven on the field.
What does that look like when a 170-pounder tries to take on Derrick Henry on the edge? Because that's how much Cordell Flott weighs. And then this isn't like this is the combine. This is 170 pounds. You showed up, 6 feet tall. Listen, Cordell Flott, speedster, I get it. Cordell Flott, athletic, I get it. Can play zone coverage, sounds good. Comes from a pedigree of LSU cornerbacks, great. The guy weighs 175 pounds. Once again, unless you get him on that Ben Bart smoothie thing today and tomorrow he weighs in at 200 pounds, dude, no, absolutely not. This team won 3 games last year. We can't be having luxury picks. That's a luxury pick right there. You're not going to trot out a 170-pound guy at corner and say, good luck to you. You got to develop him. You don't have the team right now to develop guys like this. Let's move on. Oh, what do you know? Pick 180. Finally got my defensive lineman. All right? It took us long enough. We made enough trades, Meta World Crazy, but now here we are. Maquan McCall, Kentucky. Big dude. All right? This guy, I think he's 6'4", whatever, 340, something like that. Everything you read about him, it's the same. Space eater. Okay? Casey, if you were coming out of the combine and people called you a space eater, take that as an insult. Because you know what it says? You can't get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
You're just there to take on double team.
You're just in the way.
And that's what Marquand's doing here, right? This is strictly a guy who you bring in for the run game, who you bring in on goal line packages. Everything you read about him is the same. Can't get after the quarterback, can't get after the quarterback, can't get after the quarterback. Who is getting after the quarterback on this team interior right now? I mean, I guess Travon Walker, because you might as well move him down if he weighs 270 pounds, so maybe him. Maybe move Smoot down, right? I mean, I guess, Hamilton can do it. I don't know. Where are my interior guys to get after the quarterback? I don't see him here in this draft. I don't like it. Hassan Haskins, so be it. Depth running back play, pick 197, 6th round. Sounds good. Percy Butler, pick 198. Luke Tenuta, pick 222, tackle out of Virginia Tech. And then Cameron Dicker, who I think is a kicker. I can't really tell because he cut him off, and this wasn't Casey's doing. This is how the mock draft was presented to us.
Yeah.
I think he's a kicker. I'm not sure, though. Is he? What does it say?
So.
I hope he's a kicker. Round off the whole thing.
It rhymes if he is.
So what do we learn about today? All right. First of all, longest Shock Your Mock of all time, and it's all good. It is what it is. We prevailed. We got through it. We went on. Huh? He's a kicker. Okay, thank you very much. But at the end of the day, way too many trades. How many impact players did we really get, and how many question marks do we really get? Travon Walker, okay, I'll give it to you at number 6, impact player. Leo Chanel, impact player. Kenyon Green, a little high for my liking, could be an impact player. But everybody else, luxury. Justin Ross, Trent Baalke Blue Light Special because he got hurt. I get it, but we don't know. Donovan West, we don't know. You got to put some weight on. Isaiah Likely, okay. And Cordell Flott, to me, was 175 pounds trying to tackle Derrick Henry. It's not going to work. Long story short, Meta World Crazy, you have officially lived up to your name. We appreciate the submission. I can't co-sign on it. I'm stressed. I'm sweating. I need to hydrate. I feel like Tiger Woods after 18 holes, okay? And I'm limping to the finish line. But we'll come back here after Shock Your Mock. We'll have Brett Martineau back on. Let's reset. Let's regroup. Let's learn from this. Let's get better. And let's have a better Shock Your Mock tomorrow, everybody. Enough of these trades. Or if you're going to trade, let it make sense. Like, why did Carolina trade that pick to get number 2?
I'm not sure.
I mean, the pick for what, number 6 already?
Yes.
Is Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett that much of a commodity all of a sudden where they got to trade up to get him?
No.
Makes zero sense.
Not when the Lions are already trading up.
It makes zero sense. We're living in a simulation, everybody, and everyone's treating this thing like Madden, and I don't appreciate it. More